Hello again, everybody. This is Scott Madry with the International Space University, coming to you from beautiful Adelaide, Australia, the ideal city for the International Astronautical Congress in 2017. But right now, we're talking with ISU's very own Kerrie Dougherty from the Powerhouse Museum in beautiful Sydney, Australia. Hi, Kerrie.
Hello, Scott.
Kerrie's here with us this week. She's been teaching our core lecture program and ran a great workshop. Tell us a little bit about the workshop that you were doing.
We have a workshop called Presenting Space History and Heritage. And what we're trying to do is bring an awareness to students, particularly from a science and technology background, who may not really understand that the work that they do can have cultural heritage value. So what we want to do is make them aware of the cultural heritage value in space artefacts, how you can determine significance of artefacts and their potential historical value or heritage value, and give them an opportunity to actually make like being a cultural heritage professional and determine significance of satellites. We actually assign the students in groups to determine the heritage significance of certain satellites that we nominate, and then actually consider how they might interpret those satellites to the public. Because there are a lot of ways that you can tell the story of the importance of a particular artefact. And, you can do an exhibition, you can do a website, a documentary, a blog, a vidcast. So we present a range of interpretation options and then ask them to consider how do they think it would be, or they could get the story of their particular satellite across. And Alice Gorman and I, my colleague who presents this program with me, we are constantly surprised by the innovative ideas, the insights that some of the students actually present to us. Sometimes we're both gobsmacked by the fact that they turn up a piece of information neither of us knew, or they come up with some really interesting, off-the-wall idea for presenting the story of their particular satellite.
Let me ask you, Kerrie, about your own experience in ISU. How did you come in to become involved in the International Space University?
Well, I'm the sort of person people used to describe as a space nut from the time that I was a small child. So I always wanted to find some area within the space community that I could contribute my particular skills and expertise. And I am a professional curator and space historian. I was very lucky to hear about the ISU, and for several years I wanted to attend and didn't have the opportunity until finally I obtained a partial scholarship that enabled me to just be able to bring enough funds together to attend in 1999. So I had the extremely interesting experience of the first SSP that was held outside of the Northern Hemisphere, well, sort of Northern Europe or the United States, in Thailand. And that was definitely an eye-opener in many ways. One of the very interesting challenges with that particular program was that for the TPs, the total internet capacity of Thailand, I think at that time, was about one average ISP in Sydney. So, you'd be up at 3 o'clock in the morning because it was the only time you could actually download images on the internet. Things have changed a lot since 1999, but it was a real challenge back then.
Things have changed a lot, but I remember that Thailand session with great fondness. It was a fantastic session. So, Kerrie, thanks so much for being here this week, for sharing your knowledge and expertise, and we hope to have you back again soon.
That's my pleasure, and I look forward to always coming back.